Hey, what's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls? Takas Nikki Gamodi's out here is Nintendo Sony for 2011 AK MannyWolverine. You guys know the rest intros and outros on this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShootBright, any of the social media platforms that you guys can think of. I know this came out the other day, and I still had to touch base with this thing. I had to make this into a freaking discussion because I heard it from like 3 other channels. I know it's probably 100,000 more that probably talked about it, but the main 3 I heard from, I'll leave the links down below. Most of the time, usually from this chick, Veradar. Okay, my girl, Dark Titan, was a really chill chick there. And this other one, besides them and Clown for Sweet, I know this other name, Eltioris. I don't know. I heard it from her too. I love the chick's attitude, man. It's hilarious. But there's that, along with these 2 other new ones that just came out. The official trailer for Judgment just came out. I'm probably gonna do a reaction review segment of that, but I still want to do it for another one, which is it's one chick that's supposed to be doing a death sign language thing. I know she got in trouble for a couple days ago. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. I think her name was Rosalias Aldelites. I forgot what her fucking name was. But anyways, there is that. I'm hearing the music in the background is from the Judgment series. Anyways, yeah. I don't remember what the fuck her name was. I think it was Rosala something. I don't remember what it was. It was something like that, to that certain extent. But anyways, yeah. As I was saying before, man. There's some real crazy wild crap going on. Oh, Roseli Ospanaza. I don't know. I didn't know she was Florida. I thought it was maybe Cali, Texas she was from. But let's get into this. It says critics complain representation of slave harem and Labyrinth of the Other World. Fix covers by turning enslaved characters black. From no, I was gonna say Clown for Stevie. Spencer Barali from Bounty Comments. I've been running from Bounty Comments. So I think last week or the week before. It hasn't been that long. Anyways, let's get this crap started immediately because, oh man, we got a lot of mad freaking crazy stuff to talk about. The sources from Slave Harem, the Labyrinth of da. Alright, yeah. There's the Other World Volume 8. This from, the original person I made is called Kodokawa. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Words by Shachi Songaro. And art by Shinidoki. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Shigedochi. Or Donji. Now let's really begin. So this is one of the most baffling instances. Critical race and social justice theory brain poisoning today. Critics have become outraged in finding that a slave character in the light novel series Slave Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World, aka Isekai, and it is in Japanese. Mekyo the Harem was not dark skinned, with some even going so far as to even edit a cover of a character depicting her as black. This is the real shit, man. It's not fake. It's not surprising. It's another real bad side of Twitter they always talk about, which I know I use Twitter occasionally here and there, but I'm not hooked on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some people are, but let's move on. Light novel series was written by Shachi Shongo, who's a good anime manga news, but drama at the same time. Illustrated by Shiki Doji. Hopefully I'm saying this still right. Slave Harem in the Labyrinth in the Other Worlds follows a high school student, Michio Kagu, who after spending most of his life as a directionless internet reclusive, aka is probably an otaku, but whatever. But anyways, let's move on. My God. I'm telling you, the crap they put in this world is just so sad, but let's move on to the next shit. I'm still playing the stuff in the background. Reclusive finds himself transported to a fantasy world where he discovers and is prior to a number of bonus abilities that are unavailable to the world's inhabitants. Upon discovering he cannot return to his normal life, Michoki, hopefully I'm saying it right, Mechio, vows to his newly discovered abilities to carve out a name for himself in the virtual world, namely engaging settings of slave trade, and which affords enslaved a number of protections not seen in such real world situations, and contractually requiring masters to treat their slaves fairly and slaves to consent to being used sensualized in order to build another world of a harem. Of course, I'm not surprised. It's gonna be a frick ton of fan service. And this is where they're like, oh, it's all super problematic because this girl's not black or dark skinned. That's freaking bullshit, man. I'm telling you. More to cancel culture to W just destroying everything that's super beautiful and wholesome as frick. Let's move on. April 15, Twitter manga news account Manga Mogura, I'm saying this right, already shared the cover to Kandakowa's upcoming re-release series of 7 volumes, featuring an image of Michio, 16-year-old dwarf slave Sherry. If I know this, I guess this is what she's supposed to look like here in the manga series. I don't even know if there's an anime thing series for that. Maybe it is, maybe there isn't. They'll still probably make it because, you know, still mainly in Japan it's going to be in there. Unless it's English dub, then they'll probably come to the US again. Some people have probably already seen this. So it says, due to her age, doubted Twitter's infamous cropping algorithm platform preview the image centered around Sherry's body, stocking, stomach, and thighs rather than her face. I guess I remember 16, I guess, is legal age. You know, for you know what. I can't say here on YouTube because you know how that is. Because, oh, you're a predator, a pedo, and shit. Guarantee you, I'm definitely fucking not. As I know movie in the US is obviously 18, but let's move on. But Sherry's body stocking rather than her face, which a lot of normal users assumed that the character was black. Upon reviewing the full image and discovering the young dwarf girl was not black, the number of Twitter users became outraged. The fact that she did not provide adequate representation. This Twitter user wrote, "What a nice piece of art. Hopefully this shows us some good representation," and then it gets cut off. Alongside an image of Marvel Cinematic Universe, Tony Stark feeling surprise. Feeding surprise. Let's continue. Whew! This is going to get more heated here, ladies and gentlemen, but let's move on. And presenting their feelings, the animated GIF was a man of openly fridging on the rolling his eyes in disappointment. Phoenix Chaos has said, "The amount of opening a picture, excitement, and art's being like." Of course, there's this little tweet here. "This crap is fucking sickening," wrote AVB. "I still feel ill and a little upset." Of course, they do. This was it. Found it. One user said Lulu Fuzzies took their complaints to a step further by baffling recoloring Sherry to be black and exclaiming alongside it, "It hurts so bad that I tried to fix it." It also goes on to say, Cool Guy Beat GP also made a similar edit, sharing the works with joking captions. Says, "Do you notice the placement of J at the end of the tweet? This is a terrible edit. Everything right now in the world. Everything in the world right now." Okay. Everything is now right in the world. Amen. That's what they said. Wow. The idiocracy in this bitch. So this also goes on to say, I'm going to skip that part. Eventually, the criticism caught the attention of manga Mogarulia, hopefully I'm saying it right, Mogaru account, who simply noted that all these comments are very confusing. I'm not surprised. What do you think of the backlash against Sherry's cover appearance? Let us know in thoughts on social media or comments down below. And once again, of our thoughts, views, and opinions, Twitter being Twitter. We want all this cancel culture to be, oh, we need to fix this. I remember like 2-3 weeks ago, they did this whole thing with Sonic the Hedgehog. They made Knuckles to a black dude, which I always thought he was like an Aztecian, like, I don't know, maybe it could have been Latino, Brazilian sort of dude, but at the same time, I didn't really give a shit. I get two shits on the fuck what they are, because they're not real actual physical beings, because if they were, then that'd be a whole different story, but be a lot more of a crazy effed up world as it was, but at the same time, be very, very exciting, my personal opinion. Yeah, but let's move on. Yes. That's Twitter being freaking dumbasses. That's all they are. Regardless if she would have been black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Latino, like Middle Eastern, it wouldn't matter. As long as the story's fucking good, it's not trash, and it's got some real good designs and good ass anime series shit, which I don't know if it's going to be anime series for this. Probably would be. If it still got this much attention, I wouldn't care either. But let's go on to the second bit of news. I had to be at a piece of my mind, that bitch. I feel bad for the ones that did the actual. I care about that Twitter drama shit, but let's continue. I still think the Sherry's a little kick-ass trip, but Super Nintendo World temporary closes Universal Japan. This is from Game District Biz, and then it had the official topic here. Studio Japan will go down from April 25th. Osaka, hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, Osaka Prefecture declares. I haven't played some Mario Aces, mine as well. Universal Studios will shut down Japan. I just read that. Osaka Prefecture declared a state of emergency due to pandemic scandemic fake COVID-19. Okay, speaking. This is Newbury's article. Me more story link bottom below. And this is where it led me to. I guess it's not from anyone. Somewhere from our park. April 23rd, 2021. Today, Universal Studios decided temporary close the park due to substantial business shutdown requested to operate with no spectators. Issue with a state of emergency in Osaka Prefecture. Temporary closure will start from April 25th. Oh, it's 2 days from now. Well, 1 day for them because they're probably already. It's going to be tomorrow for them because they're in the future. Remains until the request has been lifted. We sincerely apologize for any closing and inconvenience to our guests. We're looking forward to visiting us. Detailed instructions regarding previously purchased tickets will be listed on our official website. Now, Universal Studios Japan, we will announce the reopening date once decided. Thank you very much for understanding cooperations. Oh, it has nothing to do with it, but finally gonna see the Mortal Kombat thing. It's gonna be later today. I may or may not do a review, possibly. Usually I don't do stuff on Saturday, but I might try to do it tomorrow. But let's move on. The precaution measure, Universal Studios Japan. Universal Studios is temporarily closed from Friday 29 to June 27 last year, to supporting the Platinum Scam, PSYOP, Social Network Control Opposition, PSYOP, because I mean, that truth their shit. I don't think this shit's real. It's probably just super fake plastic as hell. Some of my subscribers and viewers like, oh, it's real, it's real. No. To me, that's just a fucking illusion. Just take your fucking rights away. My personal opinion. Well, let's move on. Since then, we have participated in organization updating a nano-convid boogeyman Savessa 6G motherfucker. Spread prevention guidelines for theme park and amusement park together. Various corporations and organizations. After the temporary closure, our park has moderately re-standardized its operation in June 8, 2020. The health and safety of our guests and members continue to be our top priority. We have thorough sanitization. I've seen that. Even in the place where I go to sometimes, this fast food place, I think it was sometimes Jack in the Box. I get Jack in the Crack, I call once in a while. Even at Best Buys, I've seen that too. I actually went to get these little Joy-Con things. They sanitized the whole thing before I went on. I was like, these people really believe that the government have really bashed the crap out of it in their head that it's a boogeyman 6G virus. I was like, I'm just trying so hard not to laugh when I was doing it. It was like, yeah, I'll just play along and pretend that it's real. Let's move on. Guidelines, Oh, God. The attendance capability within the park coordinates. With that said, the guidelines and government and local authorities, okay, the fucking freedom tramples, but I'm not going to get into that. Even though we are now closing temporarily for a second time following the requests of the government and local authorities, are still working towards supporting the quick recovery of the economic activities and tourism and entertainment industry. General inquiries, universals, okay. Yeah, so overall thoughts, views, and opinions is a damn shame they decided to close because it's fake fucking illusion. That's, it's gonna hurt and take people's what's away, make them pass on to the afterlife. I don't think it's real. Like I said, and I'm not taking that jab of the Hut freaking VASS because you already know how I am with that shit. Because if it was real, I guarantee it's probably be a lot more bigger than that. In my personal opinion. If you guys are gonna take that jab VASS, hey, I'm not gonna say there's 6G crap in there and all that. It's just probably some shit that's probably gonna track you wherever the fuck you go. My personal opinion. I don't care. Well, it's misinformation. I don't give a fuck. I think it's legit. My personal opinion. You want to take that VASS? Hey, if you want to be slave to government, go for it. But me, I ain't taking that shit. Straight out, like I said. End of fucking discussion. If you want to, that's cool. All fine and dandy. I don't have no problem with for you. But me, I don't want that. So it says, Judgment 2 is happening, official trailer. I'm still may or may not react to it. Sega revealed the upgraded versions from DualShockers. So Yakuza spinoff. Judgment 2 is now available April 23rd on PS5, Xbox Series X, and Google Stadia. Still surprised Stadia is still a thing. I thought it was gone and dead in the water. Moreover, a countdown page, possibly hinting Judgment 2, was open. Is Yagami coming back from bigger fights and even more cases to solve his Komarachu? We have all the details down below. Judgment, Remaster, The action game, I'm only going to read half of it because I don't have time to read the whole thing. Action game is thrilling detective story Judgment for Sega and Ryu Gotioku, I guess that's how you say it, studio. Developers of, Yakuza is now also available on next-gen consoles. Judgment launching today on retail and digital storefronts from PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and digital Google Stadia. It's $39.99. Initially, Judgment was released exclusively on PS4, first under the name Judgment Eyes, or Judge Eyes in Japan, on December 13, 2018, and later in the West, June 25th, which is almost 2 years ago now, 2019. Story follows Takayuki Yagami, a dishonored attorney who now works as a private detective. The story is now set in Komarachu, if I'm saying it right, the same fictional city heavily featured in the Yakuza series. Oh, so it's probably in real life, Tokyo and other place, I guess Shinjuku. I think that's supposed to be based off. And this shit still looks badass. Still gotta play it. Overall thoughts, it looks nice. Hopefully I can do a reaction. Peace out once again. Ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fingers talking to the most with you. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're universe out there. Stay tuned for your channel. Video game mystery news, manga news, internet news, reaction videos, peace on my SoundCloud. Late and bye. See you awesome people on the flip side.